Hi everyone. So today we are talking about consensus capitalism, an analysis of culture and operational transformation in a small and medium enterprise in Cumaral Meta, Colombia. This project is developed by Alvaro Osorio Benavides and direction by Margarita Vesga Diaz and Catalina Espino. The topics to see today are problem statement, objectives, methodologies, timeline, principle and characteristics of big consensus, context and challenge in a small and medium enterprise, result, and finally, we are see conclusion. Sometimes the people associate the concept that lives with economy, politics, labor, exploitation, and decision making to affect the environment. Different investigation to show that we're feeling inside the business and companies that there are seeds in the growth the last year and burnout. The leadership are very authoritarian and people is considered the same a number of statistics and different projects attract to the environment and sociality. In 2005, Martin Soria wanted to change this concept about the capitalism and develop a new concept from the philosophy, and they stated the name consensus capitalism. In this case, the traditional capitalism changed the form to operate in different business. For example, in this case, in consider capitalism, well-being of people, business is ethic, the projects are very sustainable, is the company are very inclusive, and leadership is very holistic. So through this work, we established the general objective to evaluate the possibility and potential effect of the cultural and operational transformation of a small and medium-sized enterprise throughout the business approach of consensus capitalism, considering economic, social, and environmental implications. The specific objective are after the concept of databases, document various aspects of constitution capitalism found in the console database, analyzing the main characteristic of significance of constitution capitalism as in the literature, identify the key aspect of constitution capitalism in context of small and medium-sized enterprise in the municipality of Cumaral Meta. So the first step in the methodology was the systematic literature review. We focused the search about capitalism and constitution business, and the second topic was culture and operational business diagnosis. So is to create two equation for two databases. The bases used were Scopus and Web of Science. The second step was information structure, and in this part we structured the information to found in the two databases and development of theoretical and control framework. Next, we are to design and better version of the tool in Excel format. The, so when we want to create a tool to five step uh, is going to modernize with all information we to save in the current step where development to stay. Capitalism has had evolution at the time. So the first people to establish it, the concept of capitalism was Milton Friedman in 1970. He proposed the capitalism is the only responsibility of business is to maximize profit to shareholder. In 1979, Archie Carroll and defend the capitalism just was enough to responsibility, economic, legal, ethical, and philanthropic obligation. In 1994, John Elkington defend the, his concept about the capitalism, and he proposed the capitalism just was the three bottom line that promote the consideration of economy, social, and environmental aspect is implicit about the business management. In 2005, John McKay, founder of Whole Foods, tried to change this last concept decade proposed, and she showed the business with consensus inside the operation, transform the business for environment and sociality and workers. In 2006, the company established the first principle related to conscientious business. And finally, in 2007, Rafi Solia, we collaborated with the John McKay and Fred Kaufman, established the first document and book about the new concept, conscientious capitalism, and they explored companies that adopt the different practice conscientious and showed to resolve economic that this company was established with operation in the last decade. In 2013, John McCain and Rashid Shodia, they articulated the concept of conscientious capitalism like to a new view about the business. So in 2020, in era of post-pandemic, all business try to focus their own project to consider it part of social and friendly environment with business. That is the new result and new focus for the new leadership and the new company. The message in this case was business more friendly with entire environment. Consumption capitalism has four basic principles. First, all business has higher profit. Business not just to fund return of the capital, so they have to see how the reason for the people or the mission for the future. Second, business all focus in all part of the stakeholder. And number three, to consumption business to feel unconditional responsibility, essential integrity, and ontological humility. So behavior in consumption business is manipulative and communication, narcissism, and negotiation, and negligent coordination. So in consumption business, the map is very different because the worker has effective communication, constructive negotiation, and impeccable coordination. And when we focus in temporal skill and unconscious business, there is unconscious emotion, emotional incompetence, and opposite in conscious business are very clear conscious emotion, and emotional competence is very growth and development. The model of conscious business is like one part is you can see it and is to be belief, value, attitude, mental, and model. The intermediate part is the to do, is like behavior, and the part you can see is the to have. That is the same result, and result is the same economic impact for your business. In this case, is very positive. This is a little bit confused between the concept of consumption business versus consumer capitalism. When we're talking about consumer capitalism, we're talking about the general society and general companies. When we're talking about the business, we only talking about the company or specific business. But both concepts have at the same four principles: high purpose, stakeholder focus, leadership, and to evaluate the concept in a specific context, we choose the Kumaral method in Colombia, like the specific context. Or the big question is for what Kumaral. So Kumaral have a principle like the basic economy and primary third sector of economy is the principal activity economy for the most common business. And the second reason is in 2017, it voted positive. So oil and gas project in the territory such is considered like conscious about the environment project. There are four principal challenges that a small and medium-sized enterprise faces for implementing the conscious capitalism. The first is the short lifetime. So many this company to bankruptcy to and the first 5 times to offer to start the opening, and financing is very limited. Normally the principle we are about to approach are set a question for search literature review, monograph contest on SMEs in Colombia. Third is building a diagnostic tool, and fourth is publication of paper about scientific for conscious capitalism in contest with Colombia. The conclusion are the consulting methodology for development to map the organization state, focusing on culture and operational aspect of SMEs, the importance of integrity, consumption capitalism, and consumption business interorganizational transformation process was highlighted to promote responsible and sustainable practice. This worked as says it's visible in context using the state of Comoral as reference, where SMEs face challenges such as informality, low innovation, and limited access to financing. However, by prioritizing collective well-being and forest collective, this business can strengthen the organization cost benefit and contribute to sustainable development. It's recommended to follow rapid growth and establish a generally practical evidence considering this philosophy. And finally, thank you